Just got done milling out here at the OS27, the Frontier OS27, and I milled up some beautiful hemlock. You'll want to check it out. It's middle, actually it's like January 21st or 22nd this week, or today, and it's actually pretty warm. It's probably, I think when I started the video, it was like 20 degrees, 21 degrees. Supposed to get up close to 30 this week, maybe even a little warmer than the 30s. So I want to get a few things milled up here. So if you want to see how this hemlock goes, check it out, guys. I'm going to clean up this video, I'm going to finish cleaning up this mill while you watch this video. All right, guys. So check it out. You don't want to watch me doing this, I'm sure. So go ahead and turn that and go watch that video. Oh, you're still here. Sorry, guys. Here's the video right here. "12 inches. Usable 10 foot 5 inches. And 13 and a half inches inside the bark. So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm just going to plain saw it. The reason I'm leaving it right there is because all my shims are buried under 3 feet of snow. But welcome back, guys. You saw me last week cleaning up this lumber yard. It was a bear to get cleaned up. Took me weeks, 2 weeks probably, to get this all cleaned up from the very first snow till now. Just keeps coming, but I enjoy the snow. And, you know, if you live in Michigan or anywhere in the northern latitudes and you have snow, if you don't like the snow, a good portion of your year is wrecked for you mentally. You know, embrace it, and it makes the year in your days just more fun. Now I get it. You know, you don't see the sunshine too much, and in fact, we're middle of January right now, and this is our grayest month. We'd be lucky to see much sun. I think it's 3 or 4% of the available sunlight shines through in January. But it takes a lot of work if you want to mill in the wintertime. That's really what I'm showing you for. I'm not even interested in doing this today, but I'm going to. A couple of reasons. One, I want to get these hemlocks. I've never milled hemlocks. I'm looking forward to it. An old man with a saw, Dave, he commented a couple weeks ago. So it was kind of like a little challenge to me, like, get out there and get milling, Jerry. So that's, Dave, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for getting my butt in gear and getting me out here. You know, especially, you know, most of you guys are my age according to the analytics, and we got to stay moving, guys. So it's warm out here. It's 21 degrees. I have my jacket on and a vest underneath this, so I'm plenty warm enough. My fingers are a little cool. I don't like these big gloves. It's hard to manipulate you, but it is cool. You know, you got to be careful when you're milling in the wintertime. You got to make sure there's nothing on the tracks, because that will affect your sawmill, how it rides across the top. I won't be using any coolant today. To be honest with you, we've been into zeros, below zero, for a good week, so I'm sure this log is frozen solid. So we'll see how it cuts. I have a 7-degree Ripper 37 on it. It's got one log on it, but I may change it out in this. But what I'm shooting for is 3/4 inch boards. I'm going to get an 8-inch cant, at least an 8-inch cant, because it's 12 inches unless we run into something along the way. So I've got the mill warmed up, and I've talked enough. Let's cut. There's a lot to consider when it's froze like this. Coolant. I have red antifreeze in there. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to run it. We'll see how it cuts. If I need to reuse it, I'll use it. But I have, like I said, RV antifreeze, a little bit of dirt. You know, another thing you have to consider is your sawdust in the wintertime. It will freeze so solid that you can't deal with it. So immediately when you're done, you need to clean that sawdust up. everything laid out here. Go for throttle up.
Thought I'd give a little oil to the chain. It's been a while.
Frozen. Even the sawdust is frozen. And I'm not using any liquid. Maybe I'm milling too slow. Thanks, Dave. All right. Doing here is I'm going down a couple of 3/4 inches because I have a little bit of weighting on it, and when I flip it over, it will hang onto the back stops a little bit better. My blade seems pretty sharp still on the amperage gauge. I'm sitting at about 1.2 amp at 23%, so that's pretty good. 1.6 to 1.8, I look to start replacing the blade. So being frozen is cutting well. I like to show you everything, and everything today means breaking a blade with only 3 cuts to go. Did it break or bend? But I'm pretty sure it broke. Yeah, it broke. I wasn't that dull. Let's see where we're at here. Oh God, no, it's not dull at all. Right at the weld. Darn. Yeah, this blade's pretty sharp. It broke right at the weld, this Ripper 37. Doggone, that's unfortunate. Right at the weld. All right, another one for the pile of blades. Let's get that changed out. Couple of things now. I wasn't using any lubricant. This log is frozen. This only had one sharp, it might have more than one, but it is really sharp. So it's unfortunate. It failed at the weld, but it is what it is. So we'll get another one on there. I got some hanging up. We'll finish this up. And, you know, I just mentioned the amperage. I just looked at it right there at 23% speed. I was running at 1.38. I wasn't to my 1.6 when I usually change them. But this is sharp. You know, and a lot of people say, talk to the manufacturer, Jerry's. You know, Jerry's Ripper 37. That's not their fault. This thing, I put a lot of miles on these, even though it's only probably a couple of sharpens on it. They do fail, guys. My Norwood Sabertooth failed, but these just cut like laser beams, so I'm happy with them still. If it only cost me 30 bucks to get, well, right now I have 4 beautiful 3/4 inch hemlock boards, so I'm probably going to get 9 or 10 of them. Probably 9. So let's change it out. We're just wasting time. I think, guys, what I would do if this was warmer weather with hemlock. Hemlock's a lot like a pine, milling a pine, or a fir, or a spruce. I'd probably use a 10-degree blade, just because they're softer. But this is hard, so I'm treating it like hardwood. So I'm using a 7-degree blade. Let's open this up. I'm not moving the mill up and down. That way I'm running right through the same track that the previous blade ran through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I always go 6 back just so it's loose, really loose with these rippers. They seem to be a little bit shorter than my other blades I've had in the past. So what I'm feeling for is the front and back, making sure they're about the same. So that's pretty good. So now I'm going to go back 6. 1, 2. Now it just took it up right there. Just finally hit the blade. So that's going to put me on the second one. I hit it. So it's going to put me at 5, just like the book recommends. 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm checking the tracking, making sure the blade hasn't moved. Looks good. I'm just gonna double check to make sure everything looks good here. I could probably use a little more tension on my drive belt, so I'll fix that. Hi. Before we go and look at those boards, another thing you got to take into consideration in the wintertime is you definitely have to clean your mill when you're done and get as much of the sawdust off as you can. Usually I use a leaf blower or my air compressor. My air compressor is down right now out here. I got to fix that. You got to make sure your mill is pretty clean, because this sawdust, what will happen when sawdust and water get together, it creates a rock. It's like basically concrete. I believe it's called pykrete. And there was actually experiments in saw during World War II of building aircraft carriers and naval vessels out of it. This stuff just lasts. It'll be around all year if you don't get it cleaned up. I don't have a shed, you know, I'd like to build it, but now I'm going a different direction. I'd like maybe to have a shed that I slide in here on skids. All right, let's see how big we have here. They're over 10. They're 10.5 inches. What did I say we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Excellent. We have 10 and a half by 3/4 by 10 feet long. Hey, 100 square feet. 100 board foot came out of that. Well, these are 3/4 inch, so, but it'll cover 100 square feet. I'm happy. I've never milled hemlock before, guys. Dave, if you watch this, you inspired me today to get out here after watching your hemlock video today. I've never milled it, and it's very nice. I have this hemlock. My plan, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, and I milled all those 2x4s about a month ago. I'd like to build a sauna. And hemlock, I don't have access to cedar, but I do have 2 hemlock boards and a bunch of white oak, or 2 hemlock logs, this one and that one left. And I would like to make a sauna. So, you know, sauna, anything that's rot resistant in the inside, and I know hemlock's pretty good for the inside. And they also use poplar a lot for like the benches and that, because evidently poplar doesn't get real hot when you sit on it. So I'd like to build that. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but if not, these boards will be used for something else. But I have those 58 2x4s right there. I have these hemlocks. I have a few boards. I got a big pile under all this snow. The snow came before I moved all my lumber and got it all piled up. So now I guess it's stuck here. There's just odds and ends, a bunch of like battens and a little pile of walnut. That should be okay. And 3 or 4 oak boards. So most of the stuff gets used up pretty quick. But I'm going to leave these right here on these sawhorses. I'll mill that other hemlock up too. And I'll bring you along for that one too. So guys, channel's been really going. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed lately and all you guys who comment and leave comments on my our videos. That's fantastic. I enjoy interacting with you guys. You know, the community is really fun, so I appreciate it. Take care, guys. We'll see you at the lumberyard, the mill, the firewood processor next time. Have a great day.